So let's give another try to the game Alan Wake here on Asus ROG Ally. At this point I'm running the game with 720p resolution, FSR2 set to quality mode and low settings. Let me show you the graphics. As you know, in order to be able to run this game on Asus Ally, you have to set the VRAM to automatic mode. At this point, this is what I have, FSR2 set for 720p resolution. Basically we have rendered resolution at 853 by 480 and low settings. The overall experience with the game, it's so and so. Definitely the game needs more hardware resources or more optimization. You know, I like the previous Alan Wake, but this one, it feels totally different. I know it's a very good game, especially if you like this kind of solving cases, yeah, this kind of agent stuff to analyze. If you like more action, I don't know, maybe later in the game. Anyway, it's different than from what I know from the first game, Alan Wake, where you have a lot of action there. I prefer the first game, to be honest. Um, let's see here.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I don't say that the game it's not interesting or very good. I don't know. It's probably it's not for me. I have to give it. I have to play it more to decide 100%.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. A creepy twig sculpture? I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
You're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why? Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Doesn't make sense. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night. Possibly noon. The killers knew he was here. Ambushed him. Dragged him to the campgrounds. Strapped him to the table. Cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty...
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't...
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this? I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest. Back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
So you definitely can play the game here, but don't expect to have the best graphics.
Need to swing by
The
the
game
lodge to
looks
get anything from the
really
field office?
interesting. As I said,
I'll park there
I
anyway.
feel it like
wanna
it's
walk to
different
the
than the
get a feel
first
for the
game where you have more action from the beginning. Here in this one, you investigate more. So if this style is for you, then try the game.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hey!
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
No, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in coffee world. Get it where you can.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
Oh,
Nice little float to share.
you.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Jim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things. Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake.
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you.
The masks and knives aren't